So today for the third video, we're going to be going through the middle column from hours all the way down to the delivery area grid. Starting up at the top, you'll notice that there are actually 4 types of hours: delivery now, delivery advanced, takeout now, and takeout advanced. Each one of these 4 types of hours has a different use case, and I'll discuss a little bit of that as I go over them. So, starting with delivery now, these are just your standard run-of-the-mill delivery hours that you will have drivers on to deliver the food. The only thing I'm going to caution you about with these standard hours is do not mirror the restaurants exactly, because if you're using the dispatch AI, there's no guarantee that the AI will send the order out right as it gets it, and you don't want to be sending an order into a closed kitchen for a bad customer experience. I would give yourself 15 or 30 minutes leeway, just as a preventative safety margin. And for delivery advanced, you actually have to think about the hours a little bit differently. These aren't the hours that a customer can place an order. These are the hours that a customer can request food to be delivered. So where 11 to 10 might work for an ASAP delivery, if you have that for the advanced hours, a customer will be able to request food to be delivered at 11 o'clock, the exact same minute that a restaurant opens, and there will be no way for them to fulfill that order. So best practice would be give yourself like an hour's heads up and set it to 12 to 10 for their advanced hours. And for takeout now, there's actually no reason that these need to be constrained by your hours of operation. If you have a restaurant that is open 6 a.m. to midnight for takeout business, but you're only open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., set their takeout hours to their hours of operation. Why potentially miss out on a takeout order's profit just because you don't currently have drivers on? It takes absolutely nothing from you to send a takeout order through. So advanced takeout is much like normal takeout, except for the customer can choose when they would like to pick up the food. And the only thing that I'm going to caution you about with advanced takeout is only use it with restaurants that are very much on top of their game. Because if the restaurant does not look at the time that the food is supposed to be ready for the customer, there's a chance that they could make an order that is supposed to be ready for lunch tomorrow as soon as they get it. Typical prep time, temp prep adjustment, and park, enter, and exit time are all a part of the AI's auto dispatch system and its quoting system. So typical prep time, this is what the system uses to give the customer a quoted delivery time, and also what it will use to gauge when to send a driver if it doesn't have any other metrics input. And I would encourage you to talk with your restaurants about how long it takes them on average to have food ready. And also just keep an eye out. If you have one restaurant where your drivers are constantly waiting for food, increase it. But if you're getting feedback from a restaurant that there's constantly food waiting on drivers, then lower it down, because you want that to be as close to a perfect match as possible. And temp prep adjustment, like it implies, allows you to make a temporary adjustment to the prep time upwards, and you can actually do this from the dispatcher. So if you know that you're running a special with one of these restaurants and you expect them to be much busier just tonight, you can say increase their prep time by 10 minutes for the next 24 hours. And then you don't have to think about it next time, it'll just disappear after 24 hours. And park, enter, exit time, this is the amount of time that it takes a driver to arrive at a restaurant's location, get in, grab the food, and get back out. So 2 minutes might seem like quite a bit of time, but if this is a restaurant that is located in a downtown area and the driver might have to park up to 2 blocks away, consider giving them some extra time, because what this does is it adds additional time onto the restaurant's make time on the driver app. and it'll allow for a much more seamless experience for the drivers, creating a much more efficient use of their time. Auto tip is simply how you can assign one of the auto tip schedules that you've created to this particular restaurant. Same with default price level. If you have created markups, you can apply that here. If you have multiple of the same restaurants, you can use the chained feature to actually link the restaurants so that you can shuffle orders between them. But in order to do this, they must have the exact same menu, or you won't be able to do so. Distance-based delivery fee. This will allow you to apply a distance-based delivery fee schedule that will charge the customer. You will still have to have one applied to the driver profile in order for the driver to get paid. Inside of that, you will see a phone surcharge. You can put that if you are still accepting phone-in orders for the additional work of inputting it manually. And below that, for orders that have broken addresses, you can apply a zone-based delivery fee. This is simply a fallback for when the distance-based fee schedule falls through. The delivery fees are taxable is just a simple checkbox. If you're required to tax your delivery fees, you can do so by using that. For max delivery radius, this simply allows you to set a maximum distance from the restaurant. So if an address is input into your system, if it is outside of the range, the restaurant will not be shown as an option to that customer. And now on to the grid at the very bottom. So if you're using a distance-based delivery fee schedule, then all you'll be doing here is selecting the locations that this restaurant can be delivered to. But if you're not and you're looking to use this to calculate your fee schedules, then the driver premium and the fuel surcharge both control how much the driver will earn, and the RDS premium controls how much you as the RDS will earn. The minimum order's pretty self-explanatory. It controls how much food somebody needs to order in order for a delivery to be brought out to that location. And price level allows for you to assign a markup to that location, and auto tip allows you to assign an auto tip to that specific location. And that is as far as we are going to be getting for this video. In the last video of the restaurant profile series, we are going to be doing the third and final column. If you have any questions at all, please shoot us an email at support@datadreamers.com or read through the documentation PDF linked in the description below. Thanks for watching. Bye.